record this for all of our friends that can't be here. All right, so good. Come onto your back. And you're gonna hug your knees in just to start. So let's just hug in, give yourself a little hold. What's up? There might have been only a few hours since you got out of your bed, or a few moments for some of you, and that's awesome. All right, and then we're gonna take your legs up nice and high. See if you can stretch your legs to straight here from the beginning, right to straight. That's it, really good. And then point and flex your feet a couple times, just like that. Yep, and from here, I now want you to reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling to match your legs. Okay, and then you're gonna start to lower your legs, lift your head, and then keep reaching your arms forward and rock yourself up to a seat. Okay, now you're gonna take your arms overhead and we're gonna do the same thing. So you rock your legs back and then smooth lower. So you can, there might be kind of like that little break point in the middle, okay? Little break point in the middle, just nice and slow like this, okay? Let's see if we can connect deep to your center, okay? I want you to think everything hugs into the midline of your body, okay? So oftentimes we'll let the front of our body kind of open up and kind of like let go. So I want you to keep everything packing in good and strong. As soon as your heels are down, take your arms up by your head, yeah? And then come back. Just nice and easy like this. You guys got her. Very good. Awesome, and then one more time, and then you'll come to lay on your back again. So we reach your arms back, slow-mo down, and hug your knees in, okay? Take your knees out a little bit wider now. So just nice and wide towards your shoulders, maybe a little stretch into your hips. Some of you might like that. Good, and then go ahead, lift your head and chest up off the mat, and you're gonna kick your left leg out to straight. So find a spot along the way, maybe it's lower, maybe it's higher, but your leg is straight, okay? Knee in, and then kick your right leg out. And we're gonna go real slow to start. You can have your hands behind your head for some good support, okay? You're just trying to keep your head and shoulders off your mat, big exhale to kick out, and try and find that alignment where your legs are straight out from your hip joint, okay? Knees are not together, legs are straight out from your hips. And then let's integrate the breath a bit more here too, okay? So we exhale to kick out and it's still slow motion. Okay, elbows open wide, see if you can lift your shoulders up a little higher. Really good job, you guys, stay with it. All the way to straight. Good, and then keep breathing here. I want you to take your left leg straight out, and we're just gonna pause for a moment. Okay, good. And then right leg straight out to meet it. Left knee in, right knee in. Okay, right leg out. We're gonna switch directions. Left leg out, right knee in, left knee in. Left side, right, left, right. You guys got it. Right, left, right, left. Getting your brain cells going too, yes? Okay. That might be the balance part where you're like, all right, we're getting our body on board and the brain. Right, left, right. And then you keep rolling like this. Keep walking your knees out and in. See if you can lift your head and chest up a little higher. Remember, if you need to set your head down for a couple reps, that's no problem. You just do that, okay? Okay. Now, some of you might like to flex your feet, toes towards you. Some of you might like to push the balls of your feet out, or maybe point your toes, just so your legs are straight and strong. Really nice. And then from here, you're gonna go ahead, kick your legs straight out. 1, 2, hold here. And then you're gonna take your right arm forward, left hand behind your head. Hold here, okay? Head and chest lifting. Might be shaking, it's okay, it's good. Okay, right hand behind you, behind your head, and then left arm out. Hold here. Legs are straight and strong for 3, 2, 1, and then bring it in. Big squeeze your knees in. Oh yeah. Okay, little breath. Big breath to your belly. And then long breath out. Very good. All right. Legs go straight up once again, and then your arms are gonna match your legs. This is just gonna bring us up to a seat one time. So legs start to lower, lift your head, lift your chest, and then come all the way to your seat. Okay, perfect. So you can have your feet either down on the floor or lifted, your choice. And we're gonna go into Russian twists, okay? So we're gonna take your hands out in front of you, little side to side action, hands towards your hips. Yep, that's great. Nice. Good, keep it rolling just like that, you got her. And the more you lean back, the more challenging this will be, yeah? That's it. Good. Amazing. Really good job, you guys. Keep with that. A little side to side action. See if you can keep your legs stable. Legs stable. And then lean back any amount more, yeah? Lean back. Very good. Good, we got it. Lean back any amount more. Lift your feet if you want that extra challenge. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip it over, plank position. Elbow joints are directly underneath your shoulder joints. Okay, legs go back, straight and strong. Okay, now remember the modification, you take your knees down, but you're pushing through the tops of your feet and you're pulling your elbows back, okay? Now if your knees are lifted, elbows pull back, big squeeze of your shoulder blades together, and then look forward. Okay, we got it, hold here. Okay, and try to find that even breath, yeah? Even breath. Everything hugs into the midline. See if you can tilt your pelvis back. So tailbone goes long towards your heels. The front of your hips lift towards your ribs. Hold for 5, 4. We got it. 3, 2, 1. And then come over on your back. All right. We're going to go into those little hip raises. So hands beside you, palms down. Lift your heels, lower your bum. Lift up and lower. Nice. And now some of you might be bringing your legs like pretty close towards you. I want you to go heels straight up over your hips. Big pop up. That's it. Yeah, you got it. Good. Really nice work. You guys stay with this. Big squeeze. Low abs are working. And now see if you can go just a little quicker. Little quicker. Little quicker. Stay with it. Pop up. Big squeeze. Heels up. Nice work. Oh yeah. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Set your feet down. Big belly breath in. And out. All right. Alternating heel touches. So you're going to take your right hand towards your right baby toe, and then your left hand slides down your foot towards your left baby toe. We just worm side to side, okay? Now if this feels like a lot for your neck, remember hands behind your head, no problem, and you just visualize what your whole arm and upper body is doing as you worm side to side. Okay, keep it going like that. Good, keep breathing. Awesome, stay with it. Oh yeah, little squeeze. Think all about your side bodies here too, right? So think right rib cage towards your right hips, left rib cage towards your left hips. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lay your head back. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. And then you're going to rock yourself up to seated, but your hands will be behind you. Okay? And then go ahead and stretch your legs straight out and up. And we're going to find these little flutter kicks, one on top of the other. Okay? So your legs can be a little bit bent, no problem. Okay? And just one heel on top of the other. And now see if you can sit up a little more, less pressure on your hands. Yep. Nice. And you're in charge of your pace, right? So this feels like, ooh, that's a little bit too fast. You just go a little slower. Okay. Maybe your legs go towards a little more straight. Sit up a little more. Yes. Good. We got it. Nice work. Yes. Here we go. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay it back. Woo! Little burn, like that. So now we're gonna go heel touches, but at the same time. So you're gonna reach both your hands towards your heels at the same time. Curl your head and chest up. Breathe in, breathe out. A little bit quicker with these ones on purpose. Okay, think full contraction as you go to reach forward. Okay, one hand behind your head can give you support. Yeah, you guys got her. Looking good, friends. Keep reaching towards your heels, yes? That's it. And then you can switch your hand over to your other, behind your head. Just to keep it nice and even. Try and get your shoulders as high up off the mat as you can. Big squeeze. Nice. We got her. Here we go. For 5. Yep. 4, 3, 2, 1. And lay it back. Very good. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, we're going to flip over to our plank position. You guys might want to take a little peek at this one because we're going to go to a plank walkout from your elbows, okay? So on your elbows, you're going to go forward with your elbows for about 2 or 3, or maybe 4, just so it's even, and then you're coming back, okay? So we're not trying to pike your bum up nice and high. We're trying to keep it low in that plank. Knees down is really awesome, no problem, and then you come back. Okay, you might use your towel or your blanket or whatever you got there. On your elbows, if you feel like this bugs your elbows at all. Good. Plank walk out from your elbows. Everything hugs in. Big squeeze, low ribs to hip tension, yeah? Good, and try and keep lots of space from your elbows to your shoulders, right? So we're pushing the floor away, as well as from your shoulders to your ears. Good, you might feel like a little bit awkward, uncoordinated with this one, that's okay. So just keep trying to walk your elbows forward and back. You actually lift them. Okay, one more time, forward, maybe 4 of them, a little further out, and then back. Take child's pose, hips back to your heels. Big belly breath. And exhale. Okay, come over on your back again. Yeah. Doing the ultimate flip. Okay. So you go ahead and lay back, and now we're gonna go a little crisscross crunch. Right hand slides up towards the front of your left knee, and then left hand goes to the front of your right knee. Okay, keep it going just like that. Big reach. Try and slide your fingertips up as much as you can towards your kneecap. Good job, ladies. Stay with it. Oh, yep. Awesome. Stay with it. Keep that shoulder, your shoulder lifting off your mat for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bicycles. Oh boy. Hands behind your head, twist it out, bicycles. This is our last one right here. Okay, we got it. And then keep your shoulder going towards your thigh. When you go to twist, shoulder to your thigh. Keep breathing. Most important piece, yeah? Breath steady. Try and go legs all the way out to straight, all the way out. Nice work. Little quicker now for 10, 9, 8, 7. Add that twist more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then open up. Take a big belly breath in and out. Very good. All right, we're gonna roll over onto our bellies. Nice. And then from here, we're gonna take your arms long behind you with your palms face down. Okay, you can just keep your chin tucked in here onto your mat. And then you're gonna roll your head and chest up. Try and keep your feet down, but slide your hands back along the floor and then roll down. Okay, lift up, slide your hands like you're crawling your fingertips closer towards your knees. And then you come down. Lift up and come down. Keep it going just like that. I like to exhale to lift, but you might like it a little opposite. So inhale to lift. I like to exhale and lift, and then I tuck my chin in, so try that out. Chin in, the back and sides of your neck are long. Okay, keep it going just like this. You're lifting from the base of your skull here. Okay, the base of your skull. Keep reaching your hands back. And then you just go ahead, relax. Take your right ear to your mat. A little wiggle of your hips if you want. Yeah. We're gonna go into one more back extension set, okay? So let's go ahead and take your hands out in front of you. Kind of like a little circle around your head with your arms. Okay, and then we're gonna lift your head, lift your chest, reach your hands back and touch your outer thighs. So kind of like the side of your hips. And then we come forward and down. Okay, so we lift up, everything's lifted, hands up, head up, and then your hands come to your thighs, and then you come back through center. Okay, so a bit of shoulder mobility with this one as well. So try and sweep your arms out as high and lifted as you can. Optional lifting legs. Be a little more of a back extension there. Just remember, no jamming in your low back. We want to keep length the whole way through. Okay, and then the pivot point, right? Think like the balance point is the front of your hips. So sweep it back, lift up, full to your extension. Kind of like a big swim. Big swim. You can imagine being in the lake right now. Oh my goodness. It might be a little chilly now, but how epic is it going to be this summer? Woo! It's going to be good. It's going to be good. 3 more. You go. 3. Yep. 2. We got her. 1. Very good. Take child's pose. Hips back to your heels. All right, and then come onto your back. We're gonna do a little finisher circuit. Be a little different than what we did the first time, okay? So go ahead, lay your head back, come on your back, hug your knees in, okay? Yes, very good. And then just a little thumb up if you're doing all good and still here, alive and well. Good. I feel like I kind of forgot about the core burn from before, you know? It's like a little back extension work, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, we can keep going. It's good. All right. So this is one of my faves. You're gonna take your right hand to your left thigh. So right on the front, okay? Your knees are in towards you to start. And then you're gonna kick your right leg straight out, twist to the left, and push on your left thigh. So you're twisting your body left, okay? And then we come to center, we're gonna do that same side again. So kick out, push on your thigh, sit up. Okay, big breath out. And then you inhale to come back in. Exhale, push on your thigh. And you can kind of let go of the push a bit when you come down. And that's no problem. Okay, big squeeze. Squeeze in. Big push on your thigh. And try to keep your left knee right over your hip. That'll be a little challenge for you to sit up more. Push on your leg. Big squeeze. Awesome. Good job, you guys. Keep that twist to the left. Kick your right leg straight out from your hip. Nice work. And then one more to hold. Hold, hold, hold. Good. Now your left leg goes straight up in the air, right leg straight out about 45. And now right hand up towards left baby toe. Exhale, little crunch. Squeeze. Okay, for 6, we go up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then take both hands behind your head. Breathe in. Big exhale, reach for your feet. Okay, so you reach for your feet, your knees are in. And then lengthen your legs, hands behind your head. Exhale, hug it in, big squeeze. Inhale, we get long with your legs, kick it out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, big exhale. Nice, now go with the depth of your breath. So you inhale, we get long, low back is pushing on the floor. Exhale, hug it in. See if you can actually hold your feet there. Big squeeze. Oh, yes. Promise we'll do the other side of that little crunch we did, I promise. Pinky swear, people. Last 2. Last 1. Big squeeze in. And then lay your head back. Just relax your feet to the floor for a moment. Maybe a little pat on your belly. Pitter pat. Very good. Okay. So now we'll go to the other side. You might like to tuck your tailbone under again, just so your low back is long and you can keep that connection, okay, to your mat. Then you take your left hand to the front of your right thigh. Good. Right hand behind your head. And then we're gonna twist right and kick left leg out. Big exhale. Okay, so my leg's about 45 degrees down, my left. You decide. Might be a little further out to the floor. Might be a little higher up, but just let the goal be your low back is pushing on the floor. Okay, so sometimes when we go to do these leg lowering exercises, our low back lifts up and we're not really servicing our core at all. We're just in back extension and that's no fun when we're trying to work our core, right? Okay, so don't forget that big push. Push on your thigh. And you can kind of let go of the push a bit too. Big exhale. And then push it out. We got her. Big kick. Hiya. Good job, you guys. Stay with this. Big squeeze. Nice. And then remember your right knee is over your hip. Oh, I forgot about that. Let's do that, yeah? Big squeeze. Knee over hip. Okay, last 2, big push, squeeze. 1 more, hold here. Okay, kick your left leg straight out, right leg goes straight up. Oh boy, my hamstrings. And then left hand goes up towards your right baby toe. Big pulse and squeeze, lift it up. We got her. Big exhale, legs are straight, people. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lay it back, big breath in, long exhale, very good. Now our final, okay, you're gonna bring your knees over your hips, and like final being like this is the second to last exercise, because our last one is back extension, okay? So flex your feet. Heels are in line with your knees and knees are over your hips. Take your arms forward beside your thighs with your palms down, okay? And then you're gonna pump your arms down and pulse your tailbone up. Okay? Lift your hips, push your hands down, lift your head. Remember, hands behind your head can be an option or one hand. Tailbone lifts up off the mat. Keep going. You got it. If you had one hand behind your head, you're switching now. Okay, we got it right here for 10. This is it before we come to our belly. 8, 6, we got her. 4, up, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Very good. As promised, to your belly. That's fun, hey? Another version of fun. We got lots of versions of fun these days, people. All right. You're gonna take your arms in a cactus shape. So elbows are beside you. I think I said yesterday they were kind of like grasshopper arms, but like not up, they're in. Okay. So toes point straight back, and you're gonna alternate lifting either leg as you lift your upper body, okay? So I lift my whole upper body, my right leg floats up, and then I come down. And then just my left leg floats up, and then I come down, okay? This is our last exercise right here. Big squeeze, and up, okay? You're just trying to feel all those little muscles along your spine light up. Not jamming on the vertebrae, or just working to the level of the muscle. Okay, keep it going just like this. Big squeeze, and down. Big squeeze, and down. Try and keep your belly firm on the front side of you too, right? So we're not just letting everything hang out and really kind of pooching out with the belly. We're trying to keep everything contained so that our core is supporting our low back. 2 more each side. So right and left, right and left. Fantastic. Once you're finished those, come to child's pose, hips back towards your heels. Oh, yeah. And then come forward to tabletop into cat pose. Round your spine as much as you can. Tuck your chin, push through palms, and tuck your tailbone down. You can give your head a little shake. Chin towards either collarbone. All right, go to cow pose, look up, big breath in. And cat pose, round in. Big squeeze. Look up. Let's do this a few times, a little movement here. Good. All right, and last one through, you can go through cat pose. And then through tabletop, and then you can get some water if you like. Yeah, so good. And now I'll give you a few minutes to grab your coffee. If you already have it, great. If you don't want coffee, you could have tea or water or just sit and chill. And I just realized that there were some gentlemen in the house. Sorry about that when I said, let's go, ladies. So good. If you have to go, no problem. We're going to be a little shorter with our chat this time for those of you that were here last time. And I'll just give you guys that time to go snag your coffee, maybe warm it up, and then just pop back here. Cool? Okay, great. All right. Are we all back or somewhat back? Yes. Okay, great. So good. Amazing. Okay, we'll just wait for Claire and Kim and Danny. So good. Good job today, ladies. So good. My core's burning. Anyone else? Thumb up? It's like, ooh. You know, for me, one of those, it's one of those things where it's like, it really, really, really burns in that moment. And then it kind of fades away. And then if you go back to it, it's like comes back again and again. But then, you know, if that's all you do today, like this, the little core workout we just did is like thumbs up. That's lots, you know? All right. So to start us all out, I'm just gonna wait one more minute for Claire, but I'm gonna give each of you an opportunity to share your name, share where you live or where you are currently, like in the world, and then share one thing that you are grateful for. Okay, so the intention behind what you are grateful for is this gratitude practice that you can come back to again and again is something that is just that, it's a practice. And it's something that gives you an opportunity to reflect on the good stuff in your life. And that's where we can put our energy on purpose. Okay. So why would we want to do this? Well, I'll tell you what, one thing before we get going into each of our little turns. I don't know about you guys, but like sometimes the noise out there, social media, the news, all the stuff that's happening, we are kind of like shown where our attention goes, right? It's like every little opportunity, any news or any social media thing has an opportunity to pull our attention. It's doing just that, right? And so unless we're really in the driver's seat and we're the captain of our own ship and we are taking full responsibility and being like, I'm deciding how I want to feel every day, we might just get thrown off course, right? So it's these things that we can come back to, and literally like tools. A gratitude practice is literally a tool to come back to, and that you can like pull out at any time, be like, no, I'm just dropping into gratitude. And this doesn't mean that we like bury our head in the sand, as I've said before, but it's something that really allows us to focus on the good and, again, self-direct like where we want to go. Okay. And for some of you that have been rocking these workouts for a little while, I've talked a lot about that in our workouts. It's like, how are we going to set ourselves up for our day, and how are we going to really choose on purpose the way that our days are going? Okay. So would anyone like to start? No, Roz, I don't want to. Okay, so good. We'll start with Deb. Okay, so name, where you're from, and something you're grateful for, and it can be like unconventional. Like, it doesn't have to be like my coffee or like whatever, you know. It can really just be your own translation. Okay, you go ahead.
Okay, first of all, thank you, Roz. My name's Debbie Schellenberg. I live in Lakeview Heights, so across the ridge, and I am thankful for spring coming.
I love it. That's incredible. And just everybody that's listening, and you can have your own like, oh yeah. That's the whole reason why I want you guys to share, by the way. I didn't say this before. Why we share out loud is there's always a connection piece to this. And yes, we're through a screen and all of that good stuff right now. But just know that there's like a connection piece every time someone shares, that you can have a little moment of pause to appreciate that as well. Okay. And then Jess, you want to go next? Ahead, honey.
I'm Jessica. I'm in Kelowna. I am grateful for living with two chefs because mealtime means a lot more right now.
I'm a little jealous.
Yeah.
Anyone else? That's so awesome. Grant's good cook, but that would be really nice. So cool. I love that. Thanks, girl. Okay, who else? We're going through everybody, so you may as well. Okay, Kimmy, go ahead.
I'm Kim. I'm in Kelowna, and I'm grateful for being in isolation with my husband. I look at some people that are going through this by themselves, and that would be a little bit scary, a little bit lonely. So I know that I've always got him. If I get bored, he's always got some good suggestions and comic relief and what have you. He's good to have around.
I love that. I was thinking about this too, on that note of who you're in isolation with. I think that there's some people that maybe live with roommates that they don't really like. Could be your person or like a roommate. And I was like, oh man, that would be really challenging. Danny, I would love for you to share a little bit about that if you want to go next. But just like, oh man, if you're like having to share a very like small space with someone that you really didn't appreciate, that would be like another level of self-control, Okay, how about you go, Danny? Yeah, you want to?
I'm Danny. I'm in Kelowna. What I'm grateful for is just, I'm a nurse, so just the support of like the community and just all my friends and family right now, which has just been like pushing me to continue to go to work. I mean, I don't really have a choice, but it's helping. And yeah, just like, it's really tough when I'm working full time and like, just there's so many people encroaching in on my space, like as roommates, and it's just, I'm not used to that because they usually work full time too. So it's just a lot, but we've been getting through it. So yeah.
Awesome. I love that. This is a question for everybody. And Danny, does anyone also follow Mark Groves, Create the Love on Instagram? Okay. I'm going to write it in the chat box and you guys can go take a peek at his Instagram. He talks a lot about relationship and is not, and I say relationship, not just ships, relationship as the most important part of relationship is boundaries. And if you've ever heard about boundaries, that it's not that we build walls around ourselves. We kind of just show everybody where the door is. That it's like, hey, okay, I kind of have this like fence around me. You can see over the fence, but like there's the door, there's the gate. This is how you can come through, right? Like for me, this has taken a while to be like, okay, how do I explain out loud what's okay for me and what's not okay? So if you can kind of like take that into like, what are boundaries? It's like, okay, if you could think of like a boundary of an area of land, it's like, okay, that's where that is. You show the people where, like how you get in there. So with roommates, that's a relationship because you are sharing space, right? You're sharing, energy, person to person, face to face kind of thing. And I would encourage you to take a peek at some of the stuff that he shares. His name's Mark Groves. He's actually from Vancouver, and I just kind of love that he's a Canadian guy and he's just sharing it out there so openly about relationships and how you can master boundaries, and then you don't feel like you're ever getting walked on. You don't feel like you have to be tight-lipped. You're just like, no, this is what's okay and this is what's not okay. Okay. And just if I could share that with you guys, and if you guys take a peek at some of the stuff that he shares, it's sometimes very he's just out there sharing his truth, and he can sometimes be a little wild, but it's awesome. And I think we can all be a little wild. So just a little appreciation for that. Okay, who would like to go next? Alana. There you go.
Hi, thanks.
Hi.
I'm Alana. I live in Kelowna. Today, I'm especially grateful for soil, as I just had a lot dropped off in my driveway during this class.
Amazing.
So
What's that
I'm going
for?
to be doing some gardening today, and that's been something that's been keeping me really busy and sane through all of this. So I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, that's so great. Is it going to be flowers or veggies or all?
Everything. Yeah, I have 3 huge veggie beds that I've made. So
Wow,
yeah.
that's so genius. I live in a townhouse, so I'm a little envious of that because I don't have a lot of space on my deck. But we'll maybe have a little planter box of herbs, I love that. Very cool. Thanks, girl. All right. How about Aurora? I would love to hear from you. There you go.
Hi, I'm Aurora. I'm currently in Alberta, but I'm from Falkland. and I am really grateful for my education right now because we spent the whole first term learning about like occupational deprivation and just how important like meaningful activity is and like structure in your life. And I'm kind of like learning what it's like to be on the other side of that. So I think I can really take that forward later on in my practice, working with clients to kind of realize what it's like to be stripped of everything that you're used to being able to do.
Got it. What kind of clients would you be working with, or like what's on that front?
Well, I'm studying occupational therapy, but I'm particularly interested in any kind of neurological disorder. So we'll see what kind of job that brings, but yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, that's sweet. So are you finishing school soon?
No.
Okay. Got it.
And this will delay our graduation by a bit, but that's okay. I'm with a bunch of rad humans, so it's not really that bad.
That's a great attitude. Go girl. Love it. How about Nat?
Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm from Kelowna, and I am so thankful for the sunshine because without it, I feel like I'd be a blob. I feel like I'm just like a sunflower lately. Like whenever it's out, I'm just like, give it to me. Like I need it. So that's what I'm thankful for right now.
Amazing. Sames. Yeah. I heard it's supposed to be like 17 on Thursday. Side note.
So ready.
So ready. So good. How about Kat?
Hi, my name's Katerina. I'm from Kelowna, and I'm thankful or grateful to still be like able to work and yeah, just care for people who need it right now.
Right. And can you remind us what you do again, honey?
I'm a carried at a home for disabled adults.
So good. So are you kind of on your same work schedule?
Yeah, I work pretty much like 6 days a week still. And yeah.
Yeah. Okay, amazing. Thanks for all the work you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Claire.
Hi, I'm Claire. I'm from Kelowna as well. Something I'm grateful for is that we're all in this together and we're not doing it alone, because that would be a heck of a lot worse.
Yeah. That is fair. And you have a house full of rad humans that you get to spend time with, so that's nice. So good. Okay, thanks. And Court. Here you go. Oops, I think I might have unmuted you when you pressed unmute too.
Hi, Courtney. Also, hi, Nat. I haven't seen you in like forever. I'm in Kelowna, and I'm really thankful for my friends. Like, I think the first week during all this, we all kind of just like, I like personally, like, I kind of stopped talking to everyone. I was like, this sucks, like, stuck in my room. But then, like, now we're starting to kind of get into a groove and like doing stuff like this, still like making connections. And my friends were video chatting, and one of my friends went and made cookies and then dropped them off at all of our doors. And then that kind of like triggered all of us to want to do something. So then I went and planted a whole bunch of little succulents and dropped them off at everyone's door. And like just stuff like that. Like I think we're all starting to figure out how to connect without actually seeing each other, which has been really nice.
Yeah, that's so cool. Were the cookies good?
Very good.
Wow. I love that. So good. Okay, awesome. Thanks you guys so much for sharing those things. And just, you know, in hearing each other share, for me, this honestly just, it gives me so much life. I really look forward to coming on and leading these workouts every morning. And there's going to be yoga tonight, by the way, and Thursday night at 5:30. So if you want to pop back on for a little yoga, can do that. I really do look forward to seeing, you know, you all and some of you that know me a little better or like more closely than others. You'll know that like I really I love the face-to-face and like the communication and, you know, a good hug. And for me, that's really what I'm like missing most. And I feel like this is kind of my new my new sense of you know, like connection, for real, face-to-face connection, you know. And I it's not the same, but it's you know, it's a close second, and it's kind of like, well, that's what you get. This is what you get, and so make the most of it, right? And so that's what I really want you guys to get out of this, the sharing and the what you're grateful for, is that it's like, how can we make the most of our days despite all the shit that's happening around us? And can we use exercise? Can we use fresh air? Can we use the sunshine? Can we use, you know, these little connection pieces of how we're sharing cookies and how we're, you know, delivering things around to each other or to friends or to family and connecting with people that you haven't seen in a while? How can we use those things to be like, okay, can I maximize my day? Can I decide right here from the start and be direct with how I want my days to go? Insert gratitude practice, okay? Insert go and exercise. Insert get out and go for a run or a hike. Is there anyone here that has like a gratitude practice already where you journal every morning? Yeah? Okay, amazing. So good. I love that. And so this is just my invite to you guys. I have this weird obsession with journals. So I have like maybe 3 or so blank notebooks that I just kind of like collect. I'm like, oh, that's a good one. I'm almost done my other one. I like made my way through it. And so, you know, just being able to open up, you know, a fresh page, even if it's not like a fresh full notebook, it can be like a new chapter of your life. And sometimes I'll get away from writing and journaling and that kind of thing. And then I'll just start again and I'll write a little note and be like, okay, this was what inspired me to start. This was the date. This was maybe the time. And then it can literally be 5 minutes. You know, there's actually it's called the 5-minute journal. And I got mine at Chapters or Indigo. And it has like little prompts inside the book, and you write your own date and everything's blank, but it has prompts that you can write out, you know, what you're grateful for, what are the things you're going to focus on today. And it might seem kind of like trivial or like tricky that it's like, what, I have to sit down and do this every morning. But now more than ever, we like really need direction. You know, I've heard this from a lot of people that it's like, we have the most time than we've ever had. Some people, we don't feel that way, right? Like my days are still getting filled, right? I don't know about you guys, but can we fill our days, max it out, direct it in a way that's super on purpose? Okay. And this is just one way to do it. This is one way to do it. And if you don't go and get the journal with prompts in it, that you can just free write. This is another way that I've really loved to get into, even just getting back into writing, like journaling. It doesn't have to be gratitude, but just a free write to get everything from in here down on a paper. And it doesn't mean that you're going to go and share it with everyone. You might even rip it out, burn it, throw it out, rip it up, and toss it. But it's really the process of getting all of this out, thoughts, feelings, concerns, worries, anxious thoughts down on a paper so that they're not occupying space in here. And that will cloud our vision for what it is that will go through in our day that we could, you know, potentially not soak up to the maximum. Does that make sense? So here's another just final little piece that I would love to share before I turn it back to you guys. This only works if you do it. It's kind of like yoga and fitness and meditation and all of those things. These things only work unless you do them. They only work if you do them. And so if you are looking for something or a new way to kind of like get through and process some of the stuff that you're going through and focus your day from gratitude first, start with this. Like I said, a 5-minute free write can be a really, really awesome opportunity for you to focus your day, focus your thoughts, focus your vision, because really where you're putting your vision and your attention, that's what's going to expand. And that's just what I wanted to share with you guys today. And that's what's going to keep expanding. And if we keep focusing on the noise and the social media, that's kind of crazy, and the news, that's what will expand, right? And that doesn't mean that you don't read the news and keep up to date with what's happening, right? Just gives you an opportunity to really direct it and show your attention where to go. Cool? All right. Back to you guys. If there's any questions or anything that you want to even just like share or bring up or comment back, feel free to, you know, just toss your hand up and unmute yourself and say what you'd like to say, because this is a really prime opportunity
Just the same thing kind of thing to get what is in your brain out into the world. No? Okay, that's okay. That's no problem. I know it sometimes feels a little bit weird sharing if you don't know everybody.
Ross, can I say something quick? I just want to thank you so much for all that you just said, and the fact that you were able to give such a like great message and like some direction for our day without actually bringing up like everything that's going on, because it's kind of bombarding, and it's nice to hear like some direction without having to think about really what's going on.
Yeah. No, and that is really the sole focus of this, you guys. I thank you for saying that. That's a really nice compliment, by the way. Sometimes I'll like glaze over things. That's a really nice thing to say. Thank you. I'm really feeling the same way, that it's everywhere. It's all the stuff. And I'm just like, okay, this doesn't mean that we just like turn our gaze and don't look at what's happening. We can still stay up to date and like keep ourselves safe and all that. But that it's everywhere, and we don't need to, we don't need to bring it up. And so if I can give you guys a safe spot to, share, as well as move your body and like shake some of that wild energy around and get it out of your body and get yourself in a good physiological state, like your body physiologically, you have more of an opportunity to, again, just put yourself in a direction to go about your day. And, I'm just in I just always say one more thing. Some days will be harder than others. And I think that that's really all part of that balance thing I was sharing this morning. Some days are going to be like, man, I just feel low and I don't even know why. I'm feeling kind of lonely. Like I'm feeling up and down and all over. And then some days it'll be like, wow, I'm untouchable. Life is so great and it's so awesome and nothing can kind of like touch me or get me down or anything like that. So just taking everything in stride and doing the things, like putting yourself in a direction, it can help you sort of process some of those days that feel like perhaps maybe a little lower energy or lower vibration. Yeah? Cool. Does anyone else want to say anything or share anything else? No? Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so maybe you should just like start it right now. Maybe this afternoon you take your time to go for a walk, take your piece of paper and your pen with you. Maybe it starts tomorrow and you're like, okay, I know what book I'm going to use. I got a new notebook, or even just like a duotang or a loose leaf piece of paper. I don't even know if people have those anymore. Just free write, 5 minutes, set your timer, write whatever's in your brain. What are you grateful for? What's the good stuff? And even like one little step further, writing down like a few little goals of your day, making your bed, getting out for your walk, getting out for your workouts. That will fill your day with good stuff. And yeah, keep coming back to work out. So good. I love you all. And I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. If you would like to